Heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Dante Fowler. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
He's looking deep for Bell. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Diggs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Prescott on 1st down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd down, here's an option right, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Prescott going to keep again. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he stopped immediately there. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short. They elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the 1st quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They'll try and run the option. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now here's Pollard. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Dak's going to keep it. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Cowboys use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as Graham opts not to return it. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Ooh, the juke. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson rolling to his left. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Throwing again on second down, Watson. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. York able to send this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound. And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done. Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Pollard again. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. From the red zone now, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the move to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete. On 2nd and goal, Prescott. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, a 7-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, 77 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded right around the 8.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
A first down throw for Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott from the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Browns drive about to get started. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Watson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
This is the tight end, Njoku. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Watson looks to throw again. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are once again back in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The final shot before the break. Watson going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now Prescott on 4th down. He'll buy some time right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble, and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Off the play fake, Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Prescott off play action. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. On play action, Prescott. Flush to his right. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They'll run forward with Pollard. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And some room to work. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 36 yards. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, and probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Prescott now. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. He's got him in. Complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing. Prescott. Pollard here once again. Back-to-back catches. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. Clip. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They begin the drive with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this returnable for Hill. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2 to throw again. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Tua on 4th down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now, right? The opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
From the 45 on second down, Wilson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On third down, Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. To throw is Wilson. And going right back to Hamler. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
14.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
14. 36 power.
Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. On 1st down, Wilson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Wilson.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards on the play.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
From the shotgun, Wilson. They still can't get it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. And the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the Broncos get there and take him down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Tua. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Sanders' kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Wilson's throw there, complete to Hamler.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. This pass caught by Hamler. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, what looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
14.
In motion comes the tight end left. Final play of the half. It's Wilson buying time to his left. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Then all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And from where we said, if you had told me that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
The two are going to try and throw for it, and that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And he will have the Broncos first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. There's Wilson to throw. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. Now Wilson. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field, things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. Well, Raheem Mostert, we know the story, from special teamer to postseason hero. All he needs is a little bit of space, CD, and he can do the rest. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Let's go.
On 2nd and 15 now. Tua. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. On play action, here's Tua. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Baron Browning, his 2nd sack of the night. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this will remain a 5-point game. Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes through the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to find a way to dig down deep and get it done.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball.
That's caught inside the 20. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A huge play there for Denver. 53 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Williams. will take it in. Touchdown, Denver.
Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tua going to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he takes this one back in. We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets.
Greg Zuerlein set to get us started here, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
From the 22, Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
Here's Jackson.
That would complete to Prochet.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them. And third down is a key down in any game you play. Third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. The drive will start with an option going left. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 2nd and very short, Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jeremy Ruckert from 17 yards out. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Zerline connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that.
And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 50 yards. Now that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a third to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Berrios now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Now it's Wilson. That is caught. It's Uzama. And out across midfield down to the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. 1 play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
61. That's Fox. Light.
They go play action now. Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Prochet on the return.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to air one out.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by DJ Reed.
And they'll take possession all the way into the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's Chuck Clark picking it off. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Wilson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again here, Wilson. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now it's Jackson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Berrios now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. To throw again on second down, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On first down, Wilson. There's Hall bringing in another one. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. Wilson will throw again. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. The two Wilsons, Zach and Garrett, teaming up there. And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Zerline good with a PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field again, CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
But doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. From the 29, Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quentin Williams able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Berrios. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just in terms of...
Ready.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Alpha.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to go down again. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hall. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Zerline connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run it in, going option right. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Berrios now from his end zone. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay,
and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. On third down, Jackson. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Play action now. Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll start out on the ground. And right away, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
On second and a long way to go. Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
Now on 2nd and 13, Rodgers.
He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
The kick by Maher is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
Right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and sprint the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Prescott's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Inside give to Elliott. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off the play fake, Prescott. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. On play action, Prescott. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, and the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So the turnover leads to points as they add through there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Prescott to throw on 4th. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
A final shot before half for Rodgers.
Tunyon's got it on the out route. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers. He goes 105 yards on the kick return. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle. Prescott now on second down. That is caught by Lamb. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. Up the middle, here's Elliott. He takes this for about 6, down inside the 40.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. The kick by Marr is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. And look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Rodgers. He'll complete this one to Watson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott.
And he'll get it inside the 35.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Now Prescott.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Elliott running right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. It's complete to Brown, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Brown. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys have taken a 4th quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to a go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, it's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Man open, here is Jones.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, If you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
.51 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Anthony Barr. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. 2nd and 4.
Back to throw, Rodgers.
And complete once again to Watson. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Rodgers to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
They'll look to throw. And And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Well, that is the definition, Charles, of delivering under pressure. The game-winning potential. There's still a little time left on the clock, but the potential game-winning drive, and it was well executed.
I think we're going to remember this possession for a long time. We've called a bunch of games, but how about how they got it done down the stretch? Absolutely terrific. Barring some type of miraculous play in this last half minute, I think that touchdown just earned them the win. They really came up clutch when they needed it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A fun, close ball.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap
between the Washington Commanders
and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And not much to speak of. One-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Heineke now. Complete. It's Dotson.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Off the play fake, Heineke.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
4th down, Heineke.
And he finds McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. 66 yards.
And the Commanders have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
You know, a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
They go play action. Now Heineke.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Commanders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
Commanders 14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now a pass hauled in downfield. 20! Touchdown, Packers! Alan Lazard. 69 yards.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He has already cracked the century mark in receiving in this opening quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Heineke.
Open man is Samuel, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Heineke to throw it.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught. A huge play there for Washington. 56 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibson.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. It's a quarterback sneak. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Gibson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
Now Heineke on 4th down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Taylor Heineke. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if they're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And, partners, we know to be successful in this league, number 1, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number 2, you got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Heineke. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 32 yards.